I'm Mrs. Wyant from Maplewood Elementary, and this is my kindergarten class, and we're going to learn about what's in the day sky and what's in the night sky with Mr. Crosslin.
Wow, what a great introduction. You guys are full of energy. Now, we're going to try to answer the question, what's in the sky? What's in the sky? In fact, this is a type of science that I love. It's called Earth and Space Science. So it's like studying the Earth and studying space and the sky. And guess what? Every day you can look at the sky, so you can do this type of science every day. But here's a question. It's a really hard question. In science, we like to use evidence. When we answer a question, we like to use evidence. So it says right here, is this night or is it day?
Night!
Oh, but what's your evidence? Raise your hand if you think it's nighttime. Oh, raise your hand if you think it's daytime. Oh, so look carefully. This, why, and would you raise your hand if you, why do you think this is nighttime?
It's dark.
Oh, I like how you raise your hand. You're my favorite student right now. Why do you think it's nighttime? Yes, yes. Look at the picture. What makes you say nighttime?
It turns to nighttime.
It does turn to nighttime. Why do you think it's nighttime?
Because it's dark.
Because it's kind of dark. Okay, but look, I see some white. Why do you think it's nighttime?
Because we can see the moon.
Oh, you see the moon? When do you usually see the moon?
At night.
But have you ever seen the moon during the day?
No.
Really?
I did.
Who did? You did? Tell me about it. Where was it? Up in the sky?
With the sun.
Oh my goodness. You've seen it too?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we might have to change what we think then. Because if you've seen it, I've seen it, and you've seen it. So sometimes the moon is in the daytime. So who wants to change their prediction? You think this is day or night?
Day.
Now you think it's day? Night? Oh, let's take a vote. How many people think it's night? Raise your hand.
Guess what?
How many people think it's day? Raise your hand. Oh, this is interesting. Scientists like arguments. Now, who thinks it's day? And give me some evidence. Sit back on your feet there, buddy. Who thinks it's daytime? And what's your evidence? Yes. I like how you raise your hand. You're my favorite student right now. Why is it daytime? Look at the picture.
Clouds are not out when it's nighttime.
Oh, the clouds. Now, do we know if clouds are on at night? Because we can't see them, right?
No.
But do you see clouds?
Yeah.
So that's your evidence that this is daytime. Now, a cloud is so interesting. Take a look at this cloud right here. It's got two colors on it. It's white on the side and dark, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that clouds are always bright up top by the sun? Yes, sir. What do you think?
The moon is behind the sun.
The moon's behind the sun. Interesting. Okay, so this is actually I wanted to start with this because it's interesting. It talks about science and the evidence. If you think it's nighttime because you see the moon, or you might think it's daytime because you can see the clouds. Very interesting. Let's take a look at some daytime.
What's that?
This has to do with the sun. And I see a school, but I also see something right here. Does anybody know what this dark area is called? Oh, that's on the concrete, but the dark area, I love how you raise your hand. Yes, what is it?
It's a shadow.
A what?
It's a shadow.
Oh, so everybody say it.
Shadow.
Shadow. In fact, to make a shadow, we need a couple things. Wait till you see this. To make a shadow, we need a light source. There's my light, okay? We need an object.
That look like
You look like a good object. What's your name?
Rayleigh.
Rayleigh, come stand up. We need an object. Turn around this way, Rayleigh, so I don't brighten. And we need a light, an object, and we need a surface to make a shadow. Are you ready? Watch this.
Whoa!
Put your hands up. Oh, hey, go turn the lights out for me. Would you go turn the lights out for me? Go ahead. Yeah. Jose, and maybe we can see the shadow. Oh, and turn the other lights out too. Look at this. Put your fingers up. Look at this. Look at that shadow. Now, so a shadow, look, in the morning, keep your hands okay one more time. And so here's what happens. Look what happens when the light's far away. Watch what happens when the light's closed. So the shadow will change, but here's the part I like. In the morning, the sun is low, and look how long her shadow is. But at lunchtime, the sun comes up high in the sky. Where's her shadow going?
Down.
Down. And now her shadow's gone.
No,
Now,
oh no.
but then, shut your eyes there, kiddo. But then, look up there. I see your shadow over there. So, go ahead and turn the lights back on. Let's give her a round of applause. Very good. Let's turn the lights off one more second. Turn the lights off one more second. Because this is the sun. And I made it kind of bright. So, the sun is a source of light. And in the morning, we see the sun low, right? Did you see it on the way to school this morning? I did.
Yeah.
So it was what do you call it?
Sunrise.
You guys are such good scientists. So the sun, would you hold the light for me? Okay, so in the morning, the sun is a sunrise, and it starts to come up, and then it keeps going up, and then at noon, it's right over your head, right? And then in the evening, what do you call it when it's not sunrise? It's sunset or sundown. Let's do that again. Let's start over here. Let's start over here. Everybody say sunrise. Here comes sunrise. Noon. The sun is high. And then sunset. Sunset. Let's do it one more time. Tell me, this is morning time. At the morning we call it sunrise. At lunchtime we call it noon. And then in the evening we call it sunset. You guys are good at this. So let's turn the lights back on. And let's take a look. Oh, that's a bright light. Oh, there. Thank you. Okay, so the shadows. Here's what I'd like you to do today, Mrs. Wyant. Would you go sometime in this week or so, go outside in the morning and look what the shadows are. Then go outside at noon, and then go outside in the afternoon. Will the shadows be the same, do you think?
No.
No, I think they'll change, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so, scientists, we use evidence. So check this out. What do you think happened here in the sky? Yeah, I like how you raised your hand.
Rain.
What's your evidence? Why do you think that?
Because.
Come show me. What's your evidence that it rained here? You guys are good. What's that?
Rain.
Oh, so you see the water and you think it must have rained. That is a good science observation. Now, when we look at something like that, it's probably rained and the plants need it. So that's the conclusion he drew for that. Let's take a look. We were talking about this earlier today, right?
Yes.
So,
Sunrising.
oh, look here. What do you call this?
Sunrising.
Sunrising. That's in the morning. And look, the sun is kind of yellowish, orange. Yeah. And then, there's not really three suns in the sky, is there?
No.
This is just showing different times. This is morning, sunrise. This is noon. Look, it's high in the sky and bright. And then sunset in the evening. So I would like to, let's take a closer look at that.
Okay, we're going to talk about what we do in the day sky, or what we see in the day sky, right? So on the top, I'm going to write day, sky. Can you guys read that with me? You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Day sky.
So we're going to talk about what we see in the morning, and I'm going to draw that with yellow. You know what? I'm actually going to draw it with orange, because when the sun rises, it looks more orange coming up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw the sun in the morning, right? So when you see the sunrise, it usually kind of looks orange. It actually sometimes looks orangish red. It's really pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to write morning below here.
Yes.
So that's the sun in the morning. Okay? So then when the sun goes all the way up and it's right above us, that's the sun at noon, right? We've been talking about that. And that's when the sun is the brightest. So we're going to use a yellow marker for that one, okay? So we're going to write sun up here. And this is what the sun looks like at noon.
I can.
Right? It's super bright. That's why you have to wear your sunglasses sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's the sun in the morning, the sun at noon, and then I'm going to draw the sun at night when it sunsets or when it goes down in red, because sometimes the sky is like a reddish color when it sunsets, right? So in the evening. So the sun in the evening, I'm going to draw in red. And there we go.
That, Mrs. Wyant did an awesome job. I'm going to add one more thing. I'm just going to put some arrows like it's going dun, 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 dun. It goes up, and then afternoon it looks like it's going down. So this is some things you see in the day sky, but there are other things you might see. What's something else you might see in the day sky? Yeah. Oh, clouds. Yeah, I'm going to make a cloud. I'm going to make a cloud like this. C-L-O-U-D. Some clouds look like this. I love these. They're like wispy. You ever seen a cloud like that?
No.
No? Some clouds are polka dotted. Right? They look like popcorn. And then sometimes you see it. Maybe you see a cloud that looks like this.
No.
What is that?
Tornado.
Tornado. But do you know what all clouds have?
What?
Clouds are made of water drops. Clouds are made of water. And you're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at a really cool website that's called the Cloud Appreciation Society. This is called the Cloud Appreciation Society. Can everybody say the Cloud?
The Cloud
Appreciation Society. That's a hard one. Let's go to photo gallery. Look at those clouds. And check it out.
It looks like tornadoes.
Some of them do. Now, these are all different clouds, and if you click on the right arrow, oh, look at that. And, and here's another, oh, look at that. That looks like a little wispy cloud. Is there a lot of water in that one, you think?
Yeah.
Well, that one, and sometimes I like to look at and see if I can imagine something. That kind of looks like a seahorse. Oh, look at that. Nice. Now that cloud is called a halo, and it's like a round rainbow around the sun. Those are ice clouds way up high. Next, we have. Now there's a lot of water in the lake there, and there's a lot of water in that cloud. Now that one looks like it's getting ready to rain. That one's probably getting ready to rain. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, now that is a special cloud that's so thin it looks like a wispy rainbow up in the sky. I would love to see one of those. Oh, sometimes there's a hole in a cloud. Yeah. And every time I fly in every time I fly in an airplane, when we get above the clouds, the tops of clouds are always bright white. What is making the clouds bright white, do you think? The sun. The sun's always above the clouds. Oh. Now look at that one. The sun is going down and it's making that big towering cloud red.
It looks like a shark.
It does. Oh, I love that. Can you see the sun rays coming through the cloud? Yeah. You may want to draw that picture. I don't know. Next. Here's my favorite. So that is the Cloud Appreciation Society, and we're going to take a closer look at some clouds. This is a cloud chart that I got from NASA and from NOAA, and both of these are people that work to study the weather and space. And can anybody show me a cloud that looks cool? Show me a cloud that looks cool. That's interesting. You have one? Which one do you like? Let's take a close look at that. Oh, that is so weird looking. Look at that cloud. I know why you picked that one. What about that one? Oh, you picked that one right there? Anybody else? Oh, okay. Show me your cloud. Why do you like that cloud?
Because it has colors.
Oh, it has colors. And which cloud do you like? Oh, of course. Which one is that, young man? The tornado? Why do you like that cloud?
Because it's black.
It's black and it's kind of spooky and scary, I guess. Oh, turn it on. Oh, one more. Let's see. Which one do you like? Oh, why? Why?
Because it has some holes in the clouds.
It has holes in it. It's kind of fluffy. And you? Which one do you like? Oh, I like that one too. And you guys?
I like this one.
Oh, with a halo on it?
And I like.
I'll tell you what. Everybody, turn your chart over, and it shows how clouds are made, are formed. Take a look how the water, the sun heats them up. What does the sun heat up to make clouds? Water. Water. Would everybody take 1 minute, look at the pictures, turn to your partner next to you, and tell them something you learned?
I learned that the sun makes clouds.
It makes clouds. It heats up the water.
I learned about that in the small to bigger.
Small to bigger. Show me where that is. Very good. And what did you learn?
Yeah, you should tell them.
The clouds go up from the rain, and when they turn down, when they are black.
That is amazing. What did you learn?
The little clouds to little.
It goes from small to little. Very good. The big clouds? And what did you learn?
I learned that clouds are made of water.
Made of water. And what did you learn?
I learned about the waters. The clouds are made of water.
They are.
On this side.
Go ahead and show us, Ella. How are you going to do that? And everybody else is going to do it, right? She's putting the glue down.
Oops.
Perfect. And then she's going to hold it up and show you. Hold it up. Can you do it just like that?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Ella.
We're gonna write the words on the white paper. Day, sky, and noon, sun, morning, and sun, evening.
And don't forget to write water and clouds. So go ahead and make this drawing on your paper. Thanks, Guy.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is copy day, sky on the top. Then, after that, you're going to copy sun, morning on the bottom, sun, noon in the middle, and sun, evening on the other bottom. Copy it just like this.
So we talked about what we saw in the day sky, but my friend here, Mason, asked, why don't we look at the night sky? And so, before I show you that, what do you think you would see in the night sky? What do you think you'd see in the night sky? Moon? Okay. What else? Yes, of course. What else?
Stars.
Stars. And what else, maybe?
Dark.
Dark. In fact, I'm going to write this here. Night. Night.
Sky.
Sky. And my friend Mason said we might see the moon, right? What else? And my other friend Ella said
Stars.
stars. And I love it that someone said it's going to be dark. And you know what? There might even be clouds in the sky. We just can't see them. So, before we draw the moon, let's take a look at the moon. Mason, would you be my sunshine guy? Would you hold that up and back up just a little bit, right over there? I have the moon. Can you guys see the moon? Wherever you shine the light on the moon, Mason.
It is.
Good. See, the moon doesn't have its own light. When we see the moon, when the moon is moving in the sky, the light's coming from the sun. But you told me that earlier, it's way on the other side. So the moon, if there was no sun, put the sun down, we couldn't see the moon. Now put the sun back up, we see the moon. This is the side we see, but you know what? There's the other side. Would you like to see what the back side of the moon looks like?
Yeah.
Check it out. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Those are called craters.
What's craters?
A crater is when something hit that, like dropping a rock in the mud. You ever dropped a rock in the mud?
Yeah.
It splashes up and makes a hole. And some of the craters on this side too. So we better draw the moon. Okay, Mason, let's draw the moon. Do you want to draw it or do you want me to draw it? Here, Mason, you want to draw it? Wait, it's dark. We need the night sky. Oh, here we go. Mason, draw a picture of the moon up there for me, can you?
Sure.
Sure. Up high if you can. Here comes the moon. Nice. And let's put some craters on it. Little dots in there.
Like this?
Sure. Oh, nice. And sometimes we see the moon big with craters. Does anybody know what we call a moon that's a whole circle?
Full moon.
Full.
Full
You guys are
moon.
excellent. But sometimes we see a moon that looks like this.
Half.
A crescent or a half moon or a quarter moon. Have you seen one that looks like this?
Yes.
Have you seen one that looks like that?
Yes.
And sometimes you don't see the moon at all. Very good. What else do we see? Thank you, Mason. You can have a seat. What else is in the night sky? Yes.
The dark.
The dark. Ready? You want to see the dark? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. The dark. If there's no moon out, light from the sun, it's really dark. But sometimes there's clouds. You just can't see them. But sometimes I've seen clouds that are up in the sky at night. And we left out one thing. What is it?
The stars.
The stars. And the stars are so bright. They're
And
so.
can you put them in shape?
We could put them in shapes. Who said that?
Anthony.
Anthony, you're too smart for me. Sometimes I see a shape that looks like this. See that? Does that look like a shape to you?
No.
Well, some people say it looks like a little bucket. A bucket.
It looks like an arrow.
But it doesn't have the lines in it.
Kite.
It looks like a kite. But the stars, and every once in a while, maybe you'll see something like this. Watch.
Go and distract the helper.
Have you ever seen anything like this in the night sky?
No. Yeah.
Anybody know what that is? A shooting star. So those are some of the things we might see in the night sky. Would you guys like to go back to your desk and use your chalk and write this one?
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
Okay, so what you're gonna do when you get to your seat is you're gonna pick up your piece of chalk and you're gonna copy night sky on the black side of your paper. Then you'll get to draw all the fun things Mr. Crosslin showed you on the black side with your chalk. So you could draw the stars, a full moon, you could draw clouds, you could draw a shooting star. You pick, okay? Get busy. I know I would draw a moon with craters in it, just like Malachi's did.
And then next, Mr. Crosslin, we're gonna learn about the afternoon.
And where the sun is.
Yes. So I'm gonna stay up here with you, and it's somebody else interrupting. I'm gonna throw the strike to help her. For my second. I have a long one, eh?
So we learned a lot about the day and night, and we learned what's in the day sky and the night sky. Let's put all of our pictures up in the classroom sky. Way cool. Thanks, guys.
I do the sunrise and when the sun goes down.
Nice.
I talk about the moon and the.
I'll come around to you guys.
I draw two.
Nice.
I draw the moon right here.
Nice. Wow.
We're gonna learn about when the sun comes up. Like
Nice. Good job, guys. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Mr. Crosslin.
Thank you, Mr. Crosslin. More about when the sun goes up. We didn't learn about that.
When are you going to learn about it?
Jasmine, it's okay.
What do you want to learn now?
If it's not done, right?
About the sun going up.
Gotcha.
Beautiful. Let's add some color.
We're going to do it now on the carpet.
Maybe next time.
Okay.
See ya.
Okay. I'm going to give you a couple